here you can see small claims costs and hearing costs, right? Based on the claim amount you're claiming, right? So this is just initial cost, and on top of that is the time, right? The time is, let's say, 1 year, right? And then if you put in a wrong claim, you haven't had professional opinion, that you can lose the claim, right? If you haven't allowed the seller rectify, you will lose your claim. If you've been an emotional and you haven't listened to a professional opinion for some small things, you can lose the claim and your valuable time, 1 year, right? So on top of these costs, there are engineers reports, so they are between 300 and 750 pounds, right? So some of the cost you will not get back as solicitor fees, right? If even if you will win the case, so you need to understand the total claim, how bad that car is it worthwhile rejecting it, or maybe it's easier and cheaper fix that issue, right? And if the seller is rejecting to repair, then you claim just for the repair, let's say £1,000 or £2,000, so as your associated costs of the claim costs and hearing costs will be cheaper too, right? So, and also will be less likely for you to lose in a claim. Obviously, there are situations where you have no choice. If you have a valid claim like there's engine failures, head gaskets, gearboxes, where sellers simply stonewalling you, not picking up your phone, not answering the question, not answering your emails and your questions or through the WhatsApp or wherever, then you physically have no choice, right? You just have no choice. Then you have to take a chance, but you always have to remember, by the time you're going to submit the claim, there's that initial 30-day period where you have to give them whatever they're going to do before you submit a claim, right? They can, even if you sometimes win the case, right, seller can submit the bankruptcy, right, and you're not gonna get paid out anything. So you need to look who they are, what they do, how long they've been in the business, when the company has been open. You have to look on the balance of probabilities, right? Because in that sort of, while the litigation is ongoing, right, they might have another 5 claims pending, right, or ongoing, and if there are some sort of sensibly big money involved, they could file bankruptcy, and there will be no case to answer, So just think, if it's sensible, don't be emotional. Your rejection should be the last resort. Select the most cost-effective way to deal with it. Whole rejection process is not the most cost-effective way. Try to fix this car, if obviously it's not a bag of shit or something like that, right? Hope it helps.